Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I am continuing on with Barbara's order. So included in the order, other than the Barbie's head that we did and the pumpkin that we did, she wants 3 snowflakes. Now I just got these and I know a ton of you have been waiting for Christmas things. So today's your day because she wants 3 snowflakes, but she also wants 2 of these guys. But I'm only gonna do 1 today and I will do the other one probably tomorrow. So she wants one. The one I'm doing today is going to be a pearly white, and then I will bling it out later. The one tomorrow will be a rose gold, but because one of these are going to be a pearly white as well, that means that I'm going to do that one today. So each of these holds 1.5 ounces. I just measured, and I think this guy's about 2 ounces. So I'm going to mix up like 7 ounces. And she wants, like I said, pearl white for 1. She wants light purple for 1 and light blue for 1. Now these are the lightest colors that I can find in my collection. And the purple is by Unicorn Art. And the blue, which is called Soft Blue, is by Estoyo. These are discount codes for Estoyo in my description box. These molds came from Shein, so that's where these were from. And I'm also going to add these new ones that I got, which is Interference Colors, and it's Violet and Interference Blue. So that might give it a nice sparkling effect to these because I know she loves her sparkle. So I'm going to get some resin mixed up and let's get started. It should be a pretty cut and dry day today. I just put my mixer over on the stand so it can mix hands-free because I completely forgot I have hands-free. So we're going to move these and I'm going to get some powders in these 2 cups. And I will do the rest of it in the white. So I'm just going to add a scoop of each, I think, because I only need 1.5 ounces, so I don't need a ton of powders. And this was the Interference Blue by Bling It. These are from Color Art. And, oh, I've never used this one, so we'll get to see a new color today. This is the Soft Blue by Estoyo. And we'll see how pretty it looks before I pour it into the mold, because if it's not glistening, I'm going to add a little bit of I'll probably add a little bit of that new one because that one looks pretty nice. It's kind of like my crushed crystal. This is the Interference Violet mixed with the Unicorn Art Lavender. And I don't think I've ever used this one. So 2 new colors today. I don't use purple a lot. Usually if I'm doing purple, it's for Barbara because she loves purple. So that is those 2. I've got 2 more minutes on the timer, so I will get that off as soon as it's ready. I'm just mixing up these 2 colors before I put my white into the rest of it because I want to make sure that I have enough of the colors before I use the rest of the clear. And then I'm going to put these 2 in the vacuum chamber. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to no, I'm just going to keep my original plan. I'm just going to use my vacuum chamber twice because I'm not doing the white one right now, so I'll have to do it after. So I'm just getting these mixed up really, really well, which incorporates tons and tons of bubbles. And I don't want any micro bubbles on anything if I can help it, especially for somebody's order. So I will take the time. This is the epoxy, so it has 40 to 50 minutes of working time. So I'm not too concerned about that, but those are really pretty colors. I can't see my stick, so there's definitely enough. And let's see the shimmer. Yeah, I can see I could see the Interference Blue shimmering through, but because I know her pretty well, I'm going to go ahead, but this stuff sinks. I don't want it to sink. I'm gonna not do that because it's going to sink and it might take over it might take over the color. So I'm not going to do that. So let me throw these two in the vacuum chamber. These two are ready. Now, when you put additives in there, colorings and whatever, glitter, you really have to watch your vacuum chamber because these almost boiled over. You would just release the pressure a little bit and then click it back together and then let it keep going. Sometimes I have to release it 2 or 3 times. I didn't have to today because it was low enough, but it almost came over the top. So I'm just going to spray these a little bit with alcohol so we can avoid bubbles wherever possible, however possible. So between the vacuum chamber and the alcohol, I use 99%. Just because I don't want to take any chances. I know some people use 91%, may not have problems. Yes, it's a little more expensive, but when I'm doing orders and things, I don't want to cut corners because of price. So yeah, I do order 99%. I actually buy it by the case on Amazon. So that's where I get mine. So I'm just gonna, it took almost the entire 1.5 ounces. There is a little bit left. And then we're going to do this one with the purple. I think I'm gonna have to do these soon and try some different techniques in here. Like maybe a couple colors in one, put a little bit of a clear push in the middle and see what happens. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with these. I don't do a lot of Halloween, but I don't mind Christmas stuff at all. So you might be seeing a lot of Christmas things. But I don't have that many Christmas molds, so I might be doing several over and over again. Kind of like the pumpkin for fall. So that one, I might be able to make a pretty keychain. Okay, so those two are good. I'm just gonna push them out of the side and we're gonna mix up the white and then I am gonna vacuum chamber it. So I'm going to use Pearl X just because this is called micro pearl because I'm at the end of it and I have so many bottles that I just want to use up the ones that are almost empty, and that's this one. And then I will put some Milky Way in, which is pretty similar to the crushed crystal, if not the same, I'm not sure. But it reminds me of the crushed crystal. And I want it nice and white and nice and shiny. Now I won't bring you over to the vacuum chamber. You know what it looks like. I usually do that on every video because I have new people every day. So my videos are structured pretty much the same depending on, you know, what I'm doing, especially molds, but mostly it's because of new people. And I know a lot of you come in every single day, but say in 10 years down the road, people are just searching and they may not have watched me. So that's why I kind of stick to the same structure in my videos because I want all the new people to know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what it looks like when I'm doing it. So there's no question. And not that I don't mind answering questions because I will answer questions, but it's pretty straightforward when you're watching it on instead of explaining it. So I will put this through the chamber. Again, I'm not going to take you with me. So I'll just come back as soon as it is debubbled. This is really pretty. I see the shimmer in there. It should be good. A lot of that shimmer will sink too. All right, be right back. I actually decided before I put it in the vacuum chamber, because that shimmer is going to sink, because it did the last time I used it, I'm going to put some glue in there because I don't want it to sink. I want it spread throughout. So this is 4 ounces. I'm going to start with 3 drops, see where that gets me. And that's just going to help suspend that shimmer so it doesn't do that to me. I'm more worried about it in this little guy because I don't want all the glitter on his head and then nothing in his body. I'm going to add my 4th drop. I always do 1 drop per ounce, but I was just holding back today. I don't know why. I don't generally hold back. And I'm still going to stick it through the vacuum chamber with the glue in there, and it'll still pull out the bubbles. So just for your knowledge. Just so you know, with glue in here, I had to release the pressure 2 times before it wouldn't bubble over all by itself. So be careful if you're adding glue. I'm just going to pour it in here and grab a little tool, because it is thick like gel when you pour it. So because this has so many little details in here, I just want to make sure it gets into all of them. When you're pouring it with glue and it's really globby, you might have to cut it off. But it should do the job to hold that shimmer in place and not sink on me. I guess we're gonna find out in the end. I just noticed that these have a little hanger up here, so that's good. You could put a piece of ribbon on there or something, which means I need to make sure it gets in there. A little bit more. All right, and then this little guy. I'll pour a little bit in there and then squish it down in his ears before I pour the rest. So that's the worst part. When you use glue on these little characters and you don't push it down in them, most of the time a bubble will form in those ears or eyes or whatever it is that's down there, and they'll pop right off during unmolding. And I did pull out a couple bookmarks because I have, what do I have left in here? I have 1 ounce of the white and a tiny bit of purple and blue. So let's, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to make one of my little flowers. Let me see which one. I've got like 4 of them, but I've used them so much. I want the shiniest one that I have. We're gonna go for this one. And let's see what happens with the glue in here, because this has a lots and lots of areas to get caught. But I bet it's really pretty when it's over, when it's open. Not open, demolded. But I'm definitely squishing this thick resin into everything, even though I can't see it. I hope I'm doing it right. Whoa, too much. Too much. See how you have to cut it off? And these things I usually make into like a keychain. I'll just drill a hole in it. So I've seen people put them on top of jars as an embellishment. I just want to go around these areas carefully so I don't scratch the mold. And then I'm just going to pour, let's see, which order do I want? Let's do purple at the bottom. Or maybe, you know what? We're just going to swirl it together. And wherever it goes, it goes. We're going to let the mica do its thing. And then a little bit of blue. And I'm not sure which way will be up. We're gonna find out when we unmold it. That might be cool. I don't know, we'll see. Let me just swirl it together. I think I want a little bit more purple if I can get some out of here. Maybe a little more blue in case this side is up. Might not move a whole lot because of all the glue in here, so that's why I'm swirling it. I don't know, that might be really pretty when we're done. And I will do the rest in here. You know what, I'll do the white first. And then I'll swirl in the blue and see what we get. Tiny bit of blue left. I'm just going to take a stick that's not sharp. All right, I'm just gonna spray everything, turn my heat mat on, and see you in a couple hours. Time to unmold. I did the little hippo off camera because that one is hard and I'm not struggling. And he came out so cute. And somebody mentioned to me that he has 2 little teeth on there in the comments. So thank you for that because I didn't notice. They are so hard, but that is so adorable. Like 2 little buck teeth sticking out. So that is so cute. So we're going to get him jazzed up in one of her favorite colors. She didn't say which color, so I'm just going to choose, and I know she trusts me, so that's good. I had just a tiny bit left, so I made this keychain. And that is really pretty with those pastel colors in there. So we'll top coat that one. And here's the bookmarks. We'll see what side is better. That side has purple and blue, but I really like this side. Maybe I'll put her name on it and top coat it for her. I don't know. I'll think about that. And here's a blue one. Oh, that's pretty too. A lot of crushed crystal on that side. A little bit on this side, not quite as much, so I don't know. I like both sides of this one. That'll be hard to determine. And here is the little flower. Let me put my mold back. Oh, that is really nice. I didn't think it would be that nice in white, but you could see all the shimmer in that. Something in my mold, so that's probably where I'll drill. Nice, really cute. Okay, let's do the white first. I did pop these out because they're cured, but they're still barely warm, so I didn't want to rip that off. So let's see what we're working with. That's pretty. One little piece there and one piece there, but that is really pretty. I might add a little something to it. I'm not sure, but that is gorgeous. The purple one. Somebody did order 10 of these, so you may be seeing these quite a bit. That one is pretty too. I wish it was more shimmery. I mean, I see the shimmer and the mold is shiny, but the mold is not like super shiny. So it's could have been prettier if the mold was a little bit better. It's not the colors. It's definitely, I kind of noticed that when I got the mold, and now it just confirms it. It's not like a shiny mold. It's like kind of shiny. That one came out pretty. Look at the interference blue that came out in that one. I hope you're getting it from the angles. That is really pretty. Love that one. I really don't have anything to fix on them. There's really no trimming on them. They didn't, this one a little bit, but not much. But other than that, they're pretty good. So now let me come up with a plan to finish everything. And we will wrap this one up too. So give me just a moment. Okay, it's all done. You ready to see what I did? So, least exciting, I drilled a hole in the flower, put a little flower charm on, and a green leaf. For the little keychain, I put a hook on this one in case they want it for a purse charm or whatever. And then this one I just outlined in silver chrome pen. I don't know if you could tell in the camera, but I did put the charm on, a little tassel. Same thing, keychain and a hook. So that is really pretty. Here are the two bookmarks. I did not put a name on. I wasn't going to get my Cricut out. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't feel like getting my Cricut out and the computer and everything. So here's the bookmarks, top coated, outlined with silver. So those two are really pretty too. Here's the little hippo. What do you think? She wanted one with a headband of flowers, so I did that on this one. And I used UV resin on some of these rhinestones to see if it would work, and it did. I didn't use it on all of them, but I put a flower in his hand, and I did outline the two little teeth. I didn't put a face on him because that would be his mouth. So if she doesn't want them, because I had to do black because he's white, she could wipe them off and make a little face right here, whatever she wants to do. A butterfly on his nose, and a bow and rhinestone on his back. So I think she's adorable. And then here are the snowflakes. I put a pretty ribbon on, this one with white, and I picked a rhinestone that had pink, purple, and white in it, just so you could see it. I almost put a purple one on, but then I put them away and these caught my eye. So that's what I did with that one. And then the white one, I put a silver ribbon on because I put silver rhinestones on that one. They came out really nice. That really dressed them up from being kind of semi-shiny. And then this one, a white ribbon. And these have purple, blue, and green in them. So they are color changing rhinestones. And that looks really cool too. So I hope you enjoyed this video because I have more to come for her in the next couple of days. She just sent me another order in. So she is wanting to see all these things done, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm having fun, Barbara. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.